Well, as always, we have to go where the stories are, where the eyewitness accounts are. And the things, when you get lots of places with lots of stories, you then have to back those stories up with eyewitness account or historical fact. And, you know, we have to go to the most haunted areas there are, which is why we started off at the town hall yesterday. That's why we are here today. There are so many stories, and one thing to remember, that the people here, when we first came, they believe this so much. This isn't just let's open the doors for some ghost hunts, let's try and, you know, get people into and charge money. These people really believe, and you have to respect the stories here and the ghosts that they see here, because they really do believe in it. And that, to me, means credible ghost sightings.
Yeah, they're really very frightened about coming here on their own. They absolutely refuse to go in certain areas, terrified.
And these are big guys. I mean, these are people who work here a lot. These people who know the area, and it's, I mean, that to me, we had to come.
So more to come between now and midnight then. And taking the show on the road like this is a complex operation, because we're moving. I know some of the guys were up all night getting us from the old town hall to here.
Well, we've constantly, this is an actual 24-hour thing that someone is working constantly every hour of every day, because when we finish here, as we've moved everything from yesterday, from one of the main square in Prague to here, and tonight it all moves, and we're going a couple of hours outside of Prague for tomorrow's investigation. So that all has to happen as soon as we come off air. So it's a huge event. I mean, it's a huge thing to take on, and a television first, certainly for this genre.
Yvette, Chris and Stuart have already been involved in an investigation tonight, and we've got a photo that Matt's taken as well, which we're going to have a look at now. Shall we set this up for us?
Oh, well, literally, Matt Chance was sort of, you know, wandering around with a camera, taking lots of different photographs.
So this is before?
Yes, this is before, and then, as you can see, there's absolutely nothing there. You know, Matt doesn't smoke, or there's nobody with him. I think he was on his own when he took this photograph. And then there it is, this sort of very strange mist coming from the bottom of the screen and then veers off to the left. I think it's really very interesting. I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I certainly think it's absolutely fascinating. And it was taken very quickly after the first photograph. So what it is, we have no idea, but certainly something fascinating.
If you've got an idea at home, get in touch and let us know. Now, Stuart and Chris have been getting involved in the investigation already, as we've seen. Let's catch up with what's been going on.
Is that a guard or is that a wire? Can we go round there, do you think?
So if there are any spirits here in this area, can you please come forward for us? We don't mean you any harm or disrespect. We're friendly people. We come here with the utmost respect. If you can come and join us, maybe talk to us, or do something for us, it'd be much appreciated. Could you please let yourselves be known? You know our names. We'd like to know your names. We don't know how many spirits are here on the premises, or on the stairway, or in this switch room. Okay, Chris? Did you back into something, or...?
It felt like something touched me, but I was quite close. I was quite close to that. But what was on my mind while you were talking?
Yeah.
I thought I could hear scraping on the wall down there. And it was ever so subtle. I didn't want to disrupt you.
Well, no, you must have. You've got to. Whereabouts, Chris?
Just in the corner. It was very subtle. The camera will have got it.
What, this corner?
The corner behind me.
Like that?
That's
Right,
all right.
We'll pan your camera on there.
Down here. Right, okay, try again.
Okay, keep your camera on there then.
Okay, yeah, will do.
So for the spirits over here, and you can hear me talking, and you can see my other friend here in the room with me, could you please do something for us so we know you're here? Make a sound for us. Please talk to us. Or could you maybe tap on some of the instruments in this room?
So, having seen that, how do you feel about tonight?
I think it's really exciting.
Yeah?
I love it when Chris Burton sort of jumps. He's sort of the girl amongst the boys. It's brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it. It looks really creepy down there.
It?
Yeah.
Carl, what do you think?
The fact that it's already started, and let's face it, we've gone right into the darkness of this place straight away. It's just bound to build the energy up, and certainly with Chris and Stuart, because they're passionate about this show and they're passionate about what they do. I can guarantee that they've stirred some stuff up for us to get later on.
Right, questions before you go, because I think so. Here we go. Thank you at home for your questions, by the way. Rachel Hewitt and family in Cheshire. Carl and Yvette, are you ever worried when you call out for a ghost to touch you that some serious harm may happen?
Yes, it always goes through my mind whenever I say, and when you first start investigating, and you say, can one of you touch us? Invariably, most of the people who are sort of ghost hunting virgins will go, no, not me, not me, not me. They're absolutely terrified. But sometimes, yeah, especially with sort of what's happened to Paul in the past, he had a scratch on his hand, and Carl and Stuart, you're always thinking, is somebody going to get hurt? It does go through your mind.
Well, the trouble is, I want it all to happen. I want to be picked up and thrown across the room, but in such a way that, if you're levitated and thrown through a window, I think it would make everyone, it's obviously here. And certainly me, it would make me believe 100% that a ghost is definitely there and picked you up and thrown you. So for me, yes, I want more harm.
And this is a good question to conclude on. What have been your most successful experiments that have aided your investigations?
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Successful experiments, I can't think. Can you think?
Well, Raynham was good, but that's just putting my...
Well, that's an investigation, not an
true.
Experiment, really, I suppose.
Well, I think that when we've used things like the Tesla machine and things, sometimes things work better than others. I think the Tesla machine worked to build up the energy. I think that... go on, Karen.
I was going to say Morse code, that was fantastic.
Yes, that was what you're talking about, isn't it?
That's what you meant,
yes,
right,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Morse code was fantastic.
Brilliant.
I mean, to get that response from a speaker when our sound guy said it came from this speaker, that's not wired to anything. I mean, that's immense.
And when the Ouija board said Dover, and it meant the White Cross of Dover.
That was amazing. I'll never forget that as long as I live. That's my favourite experiment.
Yeah. So look, you two, there'll be more from you a bit later on in the hour. So for the moment, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Yvette and Carl, brilliant. And we'll have more from Interactive in a wee while too. But for the moment, Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian. So the investigation is already underway. We've had a remarkable day here in Prague today. Weather-wise, it's been 22 degrees Celsius. That's now ended. We've had thunder, lightning, torrential rain to set the scene for what promises to be a remarkable investigation. Join us after the break for more of this. Hello and welcome back to Most Haunted Live, where tonight's investigation has already begun. This is the second of a four-night investigation into the magnificent and mysterious city of Prague, and we've based ourselves here. This is a technological marvel, but has a very palpable sense of fear and the supernatural. It's the old waterworks of Prague, and we want to hear from you. Shortly, I'm going to be talking to our historian and academic Leslie Smith, but firstly, we want you to get involved, and here is Julian Clegg and his interactive team to tell you how. Julian.
Thank you very much indeed, Paul. I'm only 3 metres below where Paul is standing, but it's 10 degrees cooler down here than up there. That's the jacket now. Well, Interactive is going to be busy again, I'm sure, tonight. I want you at home to get in touch with all your stories, your messages. If you've got any stories about the waterworks, by the way, we'd love to hear from you. And, of course, your sightings via our webcams on the internet, on the website, and, of course, your messages on Twitter too, coming in thick and fast. But first, let's go through the webcams. We've got our interactive map as ever on the website. Let's go through it now. And there you are, the waterworks in Prague. Webcam 1 tonight there in the underground walkway. Webcam 2 is in the workshop. There it is. Webcam 3 tonight is in the settling tank, so that's webcam 3, keep an eye on that one. And webcam 4 is in the switch room. Let's go through those webcams now and see what you're seeing tonight. Already you're getting in touch with this. On webcam 1, the underground walkway, George in Walsall, there it is. Swirls of black mist are in the tunnel, and I heard sinister laughter in there as well. And there's a figure of a woman dressed all in black in the tunnel. Be careful, team, says Emma in Barnsley. Emma, thank you very much indeed for that. Webcam 1, the underground walkway. What will you see tonight? Webcam 2, let's bring that one up now. The old workshop, there it is. You can see all the bits of kit and wires and so on. Looks like Frankenstein's cellar, doesn't it? Jordan from Kettering. I saw a few orbs floating around, moving very rapidly, says Jordan. Thank you. And Tiff in Bridgewater, a large shadowy figure run right across the room. Be careful. You're all very brave, team, says Tiff. Thanks Thanks for the message too, Tiff. Moving on to webcam 3, above the settling tanks. Chris in Southampton says, I saw a hand touch the wheel as it was turned. The machine next to it also went round. Very spooky. Thank you, Chris. And Paul in Bridport, a dark figure of a man has just walked past the camera, pacing up and down. That's webcam 3, above